Everybody, welcome to the Weekly Fix. As always, I'm Neil, and boy, there's some big news coming up. Wildcat. We finally got eyes on the new Wildcat coming out. Ducati going to be adding a little bit of computer technology and some AI into their bikes, and maybe using it that way. Some stolen bikes from Supercross in Atlanta. And hey, if you're watching this, I'm at the Mid 400, and I'll be talking to you soon. Hey, and a friendly reminder as always, if you're watching this on YouTube, please click on the bell to allow us to keep making these videos and putting them on YouTube. Alright, well, the new Wildcat XX models have been announced, and thank you, Robbie Gordon, for staying on top of this, because as some of you might remember, and myself included, at the Sand Show here in Orange County, we saw the Robbie Gordon edition, and it was a little disappointing, because as we all know, it's all about the motors now. The suspension Cat has always had on lockdown, and having him on board just adds to that. So keep in mind with these cars, always what he does is real Baja racing, where actually the front of the car has more travel than the back, and that's something they're going to be promoting. And there are so many cool versions of this, but in a nutshell here, we're looking at a new motor. They partnered with Yamaha. It is going to be a CVT, so for you naysayers, yes, it is belt drive, but whatever. I mean, we've all been using them. It works fine. Partnered again with KMC, so you're going to see their wheels. You're going to see King suspension on the big boys. Kind of jumping around here a little bit, but just remember that Cat, they definitely got left behind a little bit, but everyone has copied their suspension, and there's a reason, because it's always been the most planted. All of us that have driven those cars agree. It's a mean machine. Now it's got the power to back it up. So 130 horse coming out of the box. They're going to do some kits now, just like we've seen with other Yamaha motors. There'll be a turbo. I believe we'll bump that baby to like 215, so that's more than enough horsepower. And with the big model, which they haven't really released yet, but of course we've all seen it on Instagram, Facebook, everything else. That thing is 77 inches wide, so I don't know how big is going to be too big. If you got a toy hauler, you may want to expand the sides out of that thing and make it fit. But regardless, super excited to see this, and I'm hoping, going to the Mid 400 here, where I'm at right now if you're watching this, I should have eyes on it, so make sure you follow, because we should have some videos just there. We're going to find it. Ducati always been on the cutting edge of technology. They're also jumping a little bit into the AI game, so some of their new supermoto bikes are equipped with this new system where what's happening is it's going to allow the engineers, especially the guys that are making the bikes, the suspension, the motors, to tune these things before the racer even gets to the track. So honestly, that's less track time, which I think could be good for the racer, but could be bad for the racer, because everyone wants to be on that track all the time to learn everything. But it's nice. I mean, they'll use the same tracks anyways every season, so it might make it safer, because sometimes we've seen some of the worst crashes aren't during the race, it's during the practice and getting the lap times down. So pretty cool though. They have over 4,000 plus sectors they've been using, and really about 30 different racing track scenarios. So when you're doing this now, these guys are programming it, figuring out the best way to go, how to set the bike up, and there's not even a racer on there. So pretty cool. We'll see how it turns out for this season coming up for MotoGP. Well, we definitely don't like to do too much negativity or bad news here, but we do need to address this in Atlanta last weekend at Supercross. Unfortunately, someone broke into the trailer at the hotel where the KTM junior bikes were stored, blasted the door off, and took all 10 of their bikes. So whoever you are, that was kind of lame. I mean, they're kids. But again, these bikes fully dressed to the hilt. So if for some reason you do see it, KTM, obviously go to their website. They have a contact email there for you to find out. And you know, this is just reading real fast about it, but it turns out this happens a lot in Atlanta, so I don't know what's going on in Atlanta. I've only been there once, but nice town, very pretty. But regardless, man, I hope you guys find those bikes, and really, they're little kids. Give them their bikes back. And now, the clip of the week!